So continue. CF number 2. An adult in double quotes, in this context of the law of the Minyan means one who passed 13 years and has entered into his 14th year. So, okay, meaning 13 in one day, right? When one reaches this age, we can rely on assumption that assumes that he has already grown 2 hairs necessary to qualify for him as adult. Okay, so let's see commentary. A boy becomes an adult when he reaches 13 years old and grows 2 pubic hairs. So it's clear, it says here the two conditions. First, age, and then 2 hairs. So, I mean, today we don't check. We just assume that by this age he has these 2 hairs. For all matters that pertain to a rabbinic law, we assume that the boy has turned 13, he has already grown these hairs. This assumption holds even if the hairs are not extant, because we assume that they had grown and fell out. So maybe they're not there, but we assume that they were there. Okay. Since the requirement of the Minyan for the prayers is a rabbinic one, a 13-year-old boy may be counted toward the Minyan for prayers. Mishnah Brura. So basically, as we said before, there are 2 conditions. So, but since there is this condition is rabbinical and prayer is rabbinical, so we can assume that he had these 2 hairs and they fell out, or that he developed these 2 hairs. I mean, we're not going to ask him to show us the hairs. For example, a boy who was born in Rosh Chodesh Nisan, right? There is on the first day of the month of Nisan, does not become adult until Rosh Chodesh Nisan. So I mean, it's a year plus 1 day. Right? There is beginning of the night of Rosh Chodesh Nisan. Okay, 13th year after his birth, and he becomes an adult. So even though we don't care time-wise when he was born, at night of his birthday, he is already considered as 13 years old. Commentary. The 13 years are not calculated from the time of the day that he was born, but from the calendar date of the birth. Therefore, since the Jewish calendar date begins in a previous meaning, a boy becomes an adult at the beginning of the 13th birthday, regardless of the time of the day was born 13 years earlier. So, and plus we have this concept, so half of the day, part of the day is considered as the whole day. Okay. Continue. The system of the Jewish calendar provides an adult, the system of the Jewish calendar provides for an additional 13 months to be added to the certain years at the regular intervals. An additional month of Adar is inserted, and the 2 months are then called Adar Aleph and Adar Bet, respectively. The regular years are refers to the standard years, right? A leap year is referred to pregnant years. Okay, so let's try to understand. I'm sure you heard about it, but let's just repeat.
Shana me'uberet. That's what they say.
Say it again.
Shana me'uberet.
Yes.
That's a term they use. Very strange.
Shana me'uberes. Okay, yes. Shana me'uberes. So it's pregnant here. So in I think 7, if I remember correctly, 7 times in 13, 7 times in 19 years, we have this leap year. Leap year means that we added this extra month. Second Adar. Okay, so that's what they call pregnant years. Okay, continue. One who was born in the month of Adar, so that's very interesting. When it was a standard year, and the year in which he becomes an adult is a leap year, does not become adult until his birthday in the second Adar. Okay, so let's see the commentary and we explain. The first Adar is an added month and is not considered a real Adar for the purpose of these calculations. So it's very interesting explanation. So let's try to explain. So you usually we have 12 months. So in some years we're going to have 13 months. So the 13th month is added. So 1 second, how put it previously. 1 second. The first Adar is added months. So they add the first month. The first Adar they add. So real months is a second month. Is a second Adar. So basically they push off like squeeze in extra months. So I mean logically we would think that they would add at the end. So you have regular 12 months and the 13th month is added to the end. But that's not how they do. So we said that the 13th month was squeezed between the 11th and 12th. That's how it works. So it becomes 12th, and the last Adar, the Adar bet is the last one. Is the last one, but added is Adar Aleph. That's what they're trying to say. However, if he was also born in a leap year, in Adar Aleph, so now we're talking about when it was 13 months, and he was born in the first Adar, right? Then becomes an adult, and the person is Adar 1 as well. So here's is very, very simple. I mean, if it's 1, if he was born in a leap year, in the first Adar, let's say second of Adar, right? So, and his birthday in the next leap year, let's say. So he's going to celebrate the birthday in the first of Adar. But if he was born in a regular year, with 1 Adar, so he's going to celebrate his birthday in the second of Adar, because the first one was added extra. Is it clear? I don't want to confuse you. You get it, right? Isha, you good?
There's two Adars.
Yes.
So okay. So if he was born in a regular month, so one just in a regular year, and if the next year, for example, there are 2 Adars, so he celebrates in the second Adar, right? If he was born in the first Adar, so next year, and then next year is a leap year. This year is a leap year, so he celebrates in the first of Adar. Okay, so basically, so the logic is that added months is number 12, not number 13. Okay, that's the rationale.
Yeah, that's why even Purim is also always on Adar Bet, and we do the Purim Katan.
Yes. Mm-hmm. So as we said, so the other Aleph is added. Okay, so the real Purim on the second Adar. Okay. If the year in which he was born was a leap year, and the year in which he becomes adult 13 years later as a standard year, then the halacha is that whenever he was born, whether he was born in another Aleph or other base, right, he becomes an adult on a date on a word that was born in the present Adar. So if he was born in an Aleph or a base, it does not make a difference if he's starting his birthday in a regular year. So it just to celebrate in the right order, in the right date.
But in Adar, right, it won't be shifted to Nisan, for example.
No. In Adar.
That's it.
Yes. It thus emerges that at the times, it can happen that the boy who was born before his fellow will become an adult later. That his fellow, he was born after him, although he's technically older. So I mean that's Kiddush that everybody like to give. It's like looks so smart. It's unbelievable. It's one of those. Okay, so listen to this example. For example, when the boys were born both in a leap year. So both of them born in a leap year. Okay. One on the 20th of other one, and the other on the 20th on 10th of other base. Okay, the first one on other one, right? Second on 10 other. So basically, let's try to understand. So the first boy was born in the first month, and the second was born in the second month, right? Okay. And the year in which they become adults is the standard year, right? So meaning the one who was born on the 10th, even though he was like, I don't know, like 20 days later was born, right? So he's going to celebrate birthday before the one who was born on 20th. Okay, so that's the rationale. So commentary, let's say. The boy born on 20th of Adar is older than the one who born on the 10th of Adar. So the boy that was born on 20th of Adar Aleph in the first Adar is older because as we said, like 20 days, 19 days, whatever days older. Than the one born on the 10th Adar base. However, if in an event that the year they turn 13 is standard year, and there is only one Adar, so they both celebrate birthday in the same Adar. One was the one who was born on 20th, on the 20 Adar one becomes an adult only on 20th of Adar, 10 days after the younger boy, who becomes an adult on the 10th of Adar. So I mean that's. Right, so even he's older than him on 20 days. So now one is celebrated before the other. Okay, makes sense what we said, or no? Israel, you good? Yeah, you understand what we said?
How many days did you say? It doesn't
matter how many days between them. So one was born on the 20th of Adar Aleph on the first month, and second was born on the 10th of the second Adar. But the 30th year is in this, and the 30th year is standard year, only one Adar. So basically, the one who was born on the 10th celebrated his birthday first, and the one that was born on the 20th celebrated his birthday after that. Even though, like technically, the one that on the 10th is 20 days younger than the first one. I mean, if it's not that basically not that important.
Okay.
Basically, when we have 2 months, so somebody was born on this leap year. Leap year means that we have 13 months, right? So when he comes into his birth on a regular year, he just celebrates on the date of that month. That's it. I mean, it's 10th, so it doesn't matter. There is no 2 Adars. It's only one Adar, so he celebrates in a proper day. We good? Continue. Okay. So I mean, don't think about it too much. So I mean, unless you're born in Adar, so that's makes sense. But otherwise, just continue. Okay.